Hello, my name is Afshan Morgan. I'm a psychological wellbeing practitioner based in Newport. I cover the whole of Newport. I cover all GP surgeries. My role is to actually provide psychological assessments and therapy for ethnic minorities within Newport. I'm providing workshops. I'm providing access to how do you call online things that are actually run online, things like activate your life courses, things that people would do online. I will be actually running them face to face in the community in the language that's required. It came about due to an NCN in Newport East who actually suggested um, providing an outreach PWP service as a way of improving access to mental health services for the local ethnic minority community, in particular South Asian women. So that's how it materialized, because there was very, very low uptake by ethnic minorities, in particular South Asian women, to go to GPs for mental health support or any kind of mental health. When we're looking at overcoming barriers, we need to understand why is it that they tend to go to GPs, don't tend to go to GPs, for example. So it could be things like fear of stigma, being seen by a community member going to the GP for mental health, seeing mental health issues as a spiritual matter rather than a health matter, or feeling that there's a lack of understanding by professionals relating to culture and language. And one of the biggest things that could be a barrier is, and tends to be a barrier, is the translation from English to their mother tongue. So, for example, there's a couple of languages where mental health translates into being mad. So, those are the kinds of things that prevent people thinking about getting support for mental health. What I've learned is this community is really, really difficult to get access to. A lot of it's to do with getting their understanding of what I'm talking about when I talk about mental health, getting their trust enough for them to actually talk to me, let alone actually talk about mental health. In reality, what I'm doing is just scratching the surface. We can't say that this is a success. It's been successful in terms of that I've got engagement and I'm getting people coming through. But in reality, what's required is a lot more time. This community is really, really difficult to access. Um, and trust plays a really, really big part. So what we need is time to do this. And in reality, I'm just one person in a very, very large city. Newport is not small. I'm constantly trying to engage interpreters. That can be really, really difficult. So funding is really important because without it, we can't establish this as a permanent post, which is definitely what it's required, but to actually expand it. There's a real clear indication that there is a pent-up demand for this kind of service. The more contact I have with these communities, the more I'm becoming aware that it's really, really needed.